Obviously, the Feldenkrais method is built around movement, approaching movements in, I think, a very innovative and creative way. But I think that the impact of Feldenkrais work is not limited to how we move. So we can do an awareness through movement lesson and feel better in our shoulders, our hips, in our body, right? But I think there's another change that happens in terms of our overall feeling. And so when I say movement as a metaphor, what I mean is that when we do awareness through movement, I think that we can, even as we're trying to improve something or not trying, of course, as the sort of, that's the approach we take in Feldenkrais, is just being with the process. But as we explore movement and we find out what works or what doesn't work, if there's some sort of internal resistance, do we push through it or do we accept what we can do right now? All of those things can be a metaphor for other parts of our life. And, you know, for each individual on the floor, an awareness through movement lesson, the way they make that connection can be different. But I try to teach in a way to really invite those larger connections to be made, whether it's on the floor during the class or just over time by doing this practice. I try to provide people with ways of thinking about how they can connect it to the other parts of life.
Nice. I feel like it was really serendipitous because I had been writing movement as metaphor. Just those words, it just kept coming up in a lot of the writing I was doing over the last, I don't know, period of time. And then just the whole connection with you and your article that you wrote, I had a lot of fun with taking your words and putting images with them. And I love what you're doing with just really making it explicit, this connection of what we're doing in the work to creativity and to bringing it into our lives. And I know that's such a huge part of the Feldenkrais method. And I just love that you're making it like up front and center in your teaching.
Yeah, I don't think movement as metaphor is like my original phrase. I believe I was hearing it other places, but I just started finding it, that was the convenient phrase that I kept repeating. So I decided to explain it. But, you know, maybe you had an experience like this in your Feldenkrais training, but all of us, when we do 4 years of Feldenkrais, our lives change. It just, and it is this larger thing, but I don't think that we all know how that happened, right? And of course, I know some really big events in my life during the 4-year training that did not happen in the training. There were other things outside of training, other things in my life, but I think that what I learned through doing Feldenkrais work, it helped me to face those large decisions, to process the large changes that came from different, you know, from other events in my life. And so what I try to do is look at my own experience, but then kind of by reverse engineering, looking at it, get a little more explicit about like where this stuff could go. Mm-hmm. I mean, I think anyone could do a lot of Feldenkrais and really have a lot of other things change, but I don't know that they would necessarily be looking for that or prepared for that. So I try to just really open, you know, a lot of people think of Feldenkrais as like great for recovering from an injury or diminishing pain, and those things are true. But I think even if that's your primary goal, you don't get all of what's possible if you don't see the larger transformation that's possible. Mm-hmm. And frankly, if you have chronic pain and whatever, even if it's not Feldenkrais, something takes that chronic pain away, well, life is going to be totally different. Not just I don't have pain, but like how you relate to other people, the activities you do, the fact that if your activities in the course of your day are totally different than what they used to be, how do you feel about yourself, you know, your relationships, all of these things are connected into movement. So I just think it's, I think it can be useful to think about that right from the beginning and try to integrate it as you go along in a more conscious way.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, cool. And you're gonna have, so that we're doing this workshop on June 29th, and invited, it's free online. And then we have a bunch of your lessons in the library Movement and Creativity Library. So it's exciting to bringing in more contributors to this monthly subscription. It's over 150 lessons, and Seth has a series called Reimagining Yourself, with a bunch of text he's written along with it that's super awesome, and a bunch of other lessons. So you can come check it out. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too. I think the library project is great. And, I know when I was learning, I really appreciated doing Feldenkrais lessons with different teachers who always have a different style. So I think what you're creating here, not just featuring your own teaching, but different contributors. And as I understand it, there's probably more coming. It's going to continue to grow. I think that gives anyone just a really wonderful experience of the method to see not only the different kinds of lessons, but the different ways that they can be taught, the different learning styles, teaching styles. It's a really great idea. So glad to be part of it.
Exciting. Looking forward to how it all unfolds.
Yeah.